Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to my kitchen. Today is Sunday. It's November 12th. We're moving right along into November. One of my longtime viewers, guy by the name of Todd, messaged me late last night and asked me to do a video on appetizers. What kind of appetizers should you serve for your guests for the holidays? He was talking more like the Christmas, New Year's holiday, but this goes pretty much for any type of get-together when you're entertaining friends. What are the types of appetizers that you guys can do? Now, it's Sunday, it's 11 a.m. in the morning. I'm not bringing any appetizers, and I'm not doing any appetizers for us. But I figured we would do a talking video, and I'm going to do this quick because my husband's watching the football games today. And I'm actually going to do it at the kitchen table because I can sit down and I can move you back. So, what we usually do for appetizers is surprisingly very, very simple, and it's the easiest stress-free appetizers that you can serve. One, I go to my local grocery store and I get a bag of frozen shrimp. Now, I also get a good bottle of cocktail sauce, and you have shrimp and cocktail sauce, and who doesn't love a good shrimp and cocktail sauce? All you need to do just before serving, about maybe a half an hour before you're going to put your shrimp out, is to slowly defrost your shrimp. And you can do that by putting it in a colander and running cold water on it until all the ice and it starts to thaw out. Then what you want to do is, if you have a nice bowl or a nice serving platter, put a little bit of crushed ice on the bottom and then line your shrimp all around. And then a little tiny glass bowl is all you need to put in the center of your shrimp. Put your cocktail sauce in there, and then your guests can take the shrimp as they want. Now, another great one, or a great appetizer for your guests, go out to your local grocery store, go into the freezer section, and get meatballs. Now, I love the Italian meatballs. They can be used for many things. I have some in the freezer, and later on I'll take them out and show you. But you can heat those up in the toaster oven or your regular oven. Just follow the directions on the package to cook them. Put a toothpick in them. You've got your meatball appetizer. You can also, right after your meatballs finish cooking in the oven, heat up a little bit of your favorite barbecue sauce. Dunk your meatballs in the barbecue sauce. Line them up on a platter, put a toothpick in them, and then you have a great past appetizer that you can use that's very filling. The other thing I do is you can buy the pigs in the blanket, or you can make them yourself. And I get the Vienna wieners. And I will also get some Pillsbury crescent rolls, pre-made crescent rolls. And what I do with that is I take the crescent rolls and I roll them out. They come pre-made, and unfortunately I don't have any to show you, but maybe as we get closer to Christmas I'll show you what you do. But you just wrap the Vienna wieners in a little bit of that, bake them in the oven for about 12 minutes until till the crescent dough is nice and golden brown. And then you've got pigs in a blanket, and you can serve that with a really good mustard on an appetizer thing. You can also do deviled eggs. Deviled eggs are very, very easy to make. You boil your eggs, you cut them in half. And this is where it gets tricky. Once you peel them, you've got to cut them in half and pray to God that they don't fall apart. And then you mix the yolks in a bowl with a little Dijon mustard, mayonnaise, paprika, and then spoon them back into the egg whites, and they're your deviled eggs. So there are many, many, many different appetizers you guys can do. And as we get more into the Christmas holiday season, because this is still the beginning of November, we'll go over different appetizers. Now, for your New Year's parties, it's endless. My husband makes a phenomenal sub sandwich, and all you have to do is get good Vienna bread at your local bakery or your local grocery store. Cut it down the middle, put your favorite cheeses and meats and seasonings, and get yourself some sub oils. And then you can cut them into little finger sandwiches with toothpicks, and then you actually have a great meal right there that you can serve your guests that doesn't break the bank. So, I hope, Todd, this helped you with your appetizers. Like I said, as we get closer to the Christmas and New Year's season, I actually will be doing some of that. You can also do pinwheel sandwiches. Pinwheel sandwiches are very, very easy to do. You just need to buy the, not the dough. And I think the grocery stores actually carry it. And you just, or the, what am I talking about? Pinwheels are usually pita. You usually use pita bread that you slice really thin. Fill your sandwiches and then roll them and make your pinwheel sandwiches. And you can do that with a little ham, little cheese, little lettuce. And they make beautiful sandwiches. So we will be exploring more of this in December. Once again, I thank you so much for bringing this to my attention, because I probably would have forgotten about the appetizers. But like I said, appetizers can be pretty much anything that you want to serve and make. And they don't have to be a long cook. They can be a really, really simple cook. And you can do your appetizers ahead of time and just keep them warm in a lukewarm oven at about 180 degrees till your guests fully arrive, and then as needed, put them out. Now, shrimp does take a little bit of planning, because you don't want to leave shrimp out for too long. Couple of hours at the maximum with shrimp is what I do, and I only put out what for the people that are actually in the household. I guess what I'm saying is, if you have guests that are going to be in and out, you can always add more shrimp to the platter as needed, rather than putting it all out at once and risking it going bad. So now, if there's a specific appetizer recipe that you want, leave it down below, and I'll try to do it next month. Like I said, I'm getting really busy right now. And you'll start to see behind me the dining room table looks like it's getting fuller. Well, it is and it isn't. It's getting fuller because I have stuff that I need to take to my son's house for Thanksgiving. So I'm putting that on the dining room table so I don't forget. But I'm also collecting for the Toys for Tots, as well as for the pantry canned goods. And a lot of generous donators have been so kind. They've been dropping off stuff all weekend. As a matter of fact, this morning when I went out, there was a huge package for the pantry that I'm going to be bringing over once the box is full. I'm going to surprise the pantry with that, although they know that I'm doing this drive for them for the holiday season. So once again, if there are specific stuff that you want for appetizers, let them out, because they're gonna, no, I'm not. I'm gonna say, you know what, enough. So, I'm gonna wrap up this video. If you think of a particular appetizer you want me to focus on, leave it down below, but we will be getting in the appetizers as we get towards the holidays. So, I'll see you on the next Cooking with Joel video.